All right, welcome bowling fans. Another high school match for you coming from Toledo, Ohio at Miracle Lanes, where the Wildcats of Napoleon will take on Whitmer. We're going to get started out on the boys' side here. Coach is having a last word with the boys here. All right, so the boys will be on lanes 25, 26, 27, and 28. And the girls will be down on 31 through 34. Whitmer gets things started out on lane 26 and comes in light. Lead gets 6. Whitmer picks up 9 on lane 28, leaving a 10 pin. Christian Horner up. He picks up 7 on a ball light to the pocket, leaving the 1-2-4. Fox Taylor up now. And Fox picks up 9, leaves a 10 pin. Whitmer misses their spare attempt on lane 28. Christian now, lane 27. And he picks up the spare. Whitmer up on lanes 26 now. Picks up 7, leaves the 2-4-5. Fox picks up his spare down on lane 25. Andrew Gallagher up now for the Wildcats on lane 27. And Andrew drops all 10 for a strike. Hunter also with a strike there a moment ago. Christian up now, lane 28. And 9 count for him, can't drop the 4 pin. All right, if I can get somebody to give me a shout out, let me know you guys can hear me and this picture is good. Slade up, spare attempt on lane 25, picks it up. Christian picks up his spare on lane 28. Fox up now on the right lane, lane 26. Comes in just a little light, but he gets the spinning pin, takes out the 2 pin for the strike. Andrew now down on lane 28. And he picks up 7. Leaves a 2-4-5. Slade up now, lane 26, and he stops. Andrew now, spare attempt. Picks it up. Spare attempt from Whitmer on the 10 pin on lane 27 is successful. Slade ready to go now in lane 26. And a strike for Slade. And another strike for Hunter on lane 28. That's 2 in a row now for him. Christian up now, lane 27. And he splits, leaves a 6, 7, 10. Whitmer with a strike down on lane 25. Missed spare attempt there by Whitmer on lane 26. Christian now with his spare attempt on lane 27, trying to get at least 2. Picks up 1. So an 8 count for him. Nice ball there from Whitmer for a strike on lane 28. Another strike for Whitmer on lane 26. Andrew up now. And 9 count, leaves the 10 pin. If I haven't said it already, thank you for the confirmation that you guys can hear. All right, Andrew up now, spare attempt. Picks it up. Christian up now, lane 28. Nice ball there from Christian, all 10 back. Hunter Ehlers up now, spare attempt. And he picks up the 2, 4, 5. Fox is up now, down on lane 25, I believe. And he splits, pickup of 7. Nope, 6, I'm sorry. Left the 4, 6, 7, 10. Whitmer picking up 7 on lane 27, leaving the 1, 3, 6. Andrew up now, lane 28 for Napoleon. And he gets lucky, the 7 pin gets taken out, leaving just the 10 pin behind. Fox now, spare attempt, picks up 2. Andrew now, spare attempt, he stops. Slade up next on lane 25 for Napoleon. Slade lets that one go. Looks like a 9 count. Andrew picks up his spare. Slade leaving just the 3 pin. Hunter up now on lane 28. Fox up on lane 26. And a strike for Hunter. And a strike for Fox as well. And Slade misses his attempt at the 3 pin. So an open for him. That's in the 3rd frame. Whitmer Whitmer picks up 9 on lane 25. Also picks up 9 on lane 28. Both of them leaving 10 pins. Christian Horner with a 9 count, leaving a 4 pin. Slade up now, lane 26. And all 10 back for the strike. Whitmer picks up their spare on both lanes 25 and 28. Christian now, spare attempt on lane 27. Oh, he pulled that one. So an open frame for Christian and frame number 5. Andrew up lane 27. He comes in light to the pocket, a pickup of 7. Leaves the 1, 2, 1, 2, 4. All right, we'll switch over to the girls' match. So we've got Kendall Horner up on lane 33. Nice ball from Kendall, all 10 back for a strike. That's a double up for her. Strikes in the trying to figure out which bowler she is here. Bowler 4, so yeah. Ariana Kiesling up. She picks up 9. Leaves the 4 pin behind. Whitmer picks up 8 on lane 32, leaving the 5-8. A strike for Whitmer girls down on lane number 34. And Ariana picks up her spare. Macy Eicher now, lane 34. She comes in light to the pocket, picks up 6, leaves the 1, 2, 8, 10. Whitmer picks up 8 on lane 33. Now, spare attempt, trying to get at least 3 here. And that's what she does. She makes a good attempt at picking up the spare, though. That's a tough one to pick up. Sarah Ford picks up 8 on her first ball in lane 32, leaving the 8-9. Kendall now down on lane 34. And a strike for Kendall. 3 in a row now. Sarah now, spare attempt. Picks up 1 out of 2. And Whitmer picks up 9 on lane 33. Leaves a 6 pin. Alexa Miller up now, lane 32. And another strike for Alexa. Ariana Kiesling had a strike just a moment ago down on lane 34. Whitmer, spare attempt, lane 31, picks it up. Macy Eicher now, lane 33. Picks up 9, leaves a 10 pin. Whitmer picks up 9 on lane 31. Leaves a 3-pin. Macy picks up her spare. Whitmer now down on lane 34, picks up 8, leaves a 6-10. Whitmer's spare attempt, picks it up on lane 31. Kendall now lane 33. Started that one out wide, gets the 3-pin to drop, but the 10 won't quite drop, so a pickup of 9. Whitmer bowler on lane 32 with a strike. 9 count for the Whitmer bowler on lane 31, leaving the 4-pin. Strike for Whitmer on lane 32. And a spare pickup by Whitmer on lane 31. Kendall, spare attempt, picks it up. Sarah up on lane number 31 for Napoleon. And she gets 9 of them to drop, leaves the 4-pin. Strike for Whitmer on lane 32. Ariana Kiesling, lane 33. Goes in a little high, leaves the 6-10. Macy with a pickup of 9 on lane 34, leaves a 10-pin. And Sarah picks up her spare on lane 31. Brings up Alexa on lane 31. First, Ariana picks, with her spare attempt, picks it up. Alexa now. And she picks up 7. Leaves the 2, 7, 8. Alexa had a run of 6 strikes in a row up until that point. Whitmer with 8 count down on lane 33, leaving the 4-7. Kendall Horner up now, lane 34. And she splits, leaving the 4-6, 7-10. Oh, I'm sorry, just the 4-6, 10. Alexa picks up her spare, nicely done. So she remains clean through the first 7. Whitmer with an open frame on lane 33, chops, picks up only 1. Kendall now, spare attempt, picks up 2 out of the 3. Sarah up on lane 32 with her spare attempt. Picks up 2 more, had 6 on her first ball, so a total of 8. Whitmer picks up 5 on lane 31. Ari now, lane 34, gets all 10 to drop for the strike. And another strike for Alexa. So let's see, Ariana's clean through 8 frames, and Alexa's clean through 7 frames. Whitmer picks up a few more for a total of 8. Macy now, lane 33. That one goes high and it splits on her. Leaves the 4, 6, 7. Whitmer picks up 9 on lane 31, leaves a 10 pin. Macy, spare attempt, picks up 2 out of the 3. All right, we'll switch back to the boys' match. Whitmer bowler up, and another strike for him. That's now 5 in a row. Not sure what happened with Christian and pushed it off to the right. Fox picks up 7 on his first ball and splits, leaving the 4, 7, 10. Another strike for Whitmer on lane 27. 9 count for Christian on lane 28, so 9 total for him. He finishes with a 138 game. Andrew up now, lane 28. Starts out with a strike in the 10th. Whitmer bowler finished with a 214. Andrew now, second ball in the 10th. And another strike for Andrew. Slade up now, lane 25, spare attempt. And he misses the 10 pin. I believe it was the 10 pin. Whitmer picks up their spare on lane 27. He'll get 1 more in the 10th. Andrew a little light to the pocket on that last ball, picks up 6, finishes with a 187. Fox coming up on lane 26, Hunter on lane 28. And Hunter with a strike on lane 28. And Fox gets 9, leaves the 10 pin. .182 for Whitmer's 5th bowler. Fox picks up his spare just a moment ago. Hunter got 9 on his second ball in the 10th, picks up the spare, finishes with a game of 226, I think. Yep, 226. Fox with a strike there. Slade, a little light to the pocket. Pickup of 9, it looks like. Leaves the 2-pin. And Alexa Miller finishes with an impressive game. 247, I believe. Yep. Macy Eicher with 128. Kendall Horner, 173. Ariana Kiesling, 207. Whitmer's first bowler on the boys' side finished with a 154. $157. That was for Fox, I believe. 192 for Slade, or vice versa. $159 for Whitmer's second bowler. And Whitmer's last bowler is finishing up here. All right, an open frame in the 10th. And he finishes with 201. So if I caught all the scores correctly, I've got Whitmer leading Napoleon boys by 10 pins, 910 to 900. And Napoleon is leading on the girls' side, 857 to 695, a difference of 162 pins. Again, those are just unofficial. So 157, 192, 138, 187, 226, and then 154, 159, 201, 214, and 182. All right, we'll switch back over to the girls' side. And Lily Light picks up a spare on lane 32. Ariana Kiesling with a strike down on lane 34. 9 count for Whitmer on lane 31, leaving the 9 pin. Avery Badenhop in now, lane 32. And she drops all 10 for the strike. Kendall Horner just a moment ago with 7 on lane 33, leaving the 136. Or no, I'm sorry, that's Brenna Massey. Brenna with her spare attempt, picks it up. Whitmer now up on lane 34. And she picks up a strike. Now Kendall's up. And Kendall's with a strike. So that's back-to-back strikes for Kendall. Lily Light with 8 on lane 31, leaving the 610. And Brenna with a strike down on lane 34. Ariana Kiesling, spare attempt on lane 33, picking up the 7 pin. So Hunter Ehlers, 226, Christian Horner, 138, Andrew Gallagher, 187, Slade McCorkle, 192, 157 for Fox, 900, Whitmer with 910, so that's been confirmed. And then on the girls' side, 857 with 207 from Ariana, 247 from Alexa, 173 for Kendall, 128 for Macy, and 102 for Sarah, and 695 for the Whitmer girls. So everything adds up. Avery Badenhop with a 9 count, leaving a 3 pin on lane 31. Ariana Kiesling now, lane 34. And Ari with a strike. So that should be a double for her, I believe. Oh no, I'm sorry. Looking at the wrong board. She's got 2 strikes, but they're not next to each other. Avery now just misses her spare attempt. Pulled it a little bit. Whitmer picking up 8 on lane 32, leaving the 4-7. Brenna comes in light to the pocket, missed the head pin, leaves the 1-3-6. And Whitmer misses both spare attempts on lane 32 and lane 34. Brenna now, lane 33. Picks it up. Lily now, lane 32. And a strike for Lily. Kendall now, lane 33. Comes in just a touch light, leaves the 3-pin. Whitmer gets all but one of their spare attempt on lane 31. Avery Badenhop all 10 for a strike on lane 32. Kendall, spare attempt, picks it up. 7 count for Whitmer on lane 31, leaving the 1, 2, and 4. All right, we'll switch over to the boys' match. Andrew Gallagher just had an open frame in the third, had a 7 and then picked up 2. Brings up Hunter Ehlers now on lane 28. Oh, that was a nice ball, and he gets robbed of the 8-pin. Whitmer bowler who experienced the same thing down on lane 26. Fox Taylor now lane 25. And Fox gets the strike. Garrett Hulk just picked up a strike for Napoleon on lane 27. Spare attempt from Hunter, picked up. Andrew now, lane 27, misses the pocket, pickup of 7. Slade down on lane 25, looks like 8, leaving the 4-7. Whitmer picks up 7 on lane 28, leaving the 3-6-9. Andrew picked up his spare. Whitmer also picked up their spare in lane 28. Slade picked up his spare a moment ago. Hunter crashes into the pins, gets 9, leaves the 7-pin left. Whitmer with a strike on lane 26. A split for the Whitmer bowler on lane 28, leaving the 5-7. Hunter now, spare attempt, picks it up. Fox up now. I believe this is lane 26. And Fox gets a strike. Nice looking ball from him. That's now 3 in a row. Garrett up lane 28. And he goes right through the middle of the rack, leaves the 4, 6, 7, 10, pickup of 6. Slade now, lane 26, goes left of the head pin, pickup of 9 maybe. No, 8, 9. Garrett picks up 2 more on lane 28, so 8 count for him. Slade now, spare attempt. And he's got it. Andrew up now, lane 28. Nice ball there from Andrew. Splits the 1-3 for the strike. Whitmer with an open frame down on lane 25. 9 count for Whitmer on lane 26. Looks like a 6-pin left. Hunter now, lane 28. Such a smooth release. Splits the 1-3 for the strike. Fox gets a strike down on lane 25. That's now 4 in a row for him. Garrett, lane 27. And a strike for Garrett. And 9 count for Slade when the pins stop falling, leaving the 2-pin. Whitmer picks up their spare on lane 28. Andrew now, lane 27. And back-to-back strikes for Andrew. Whitmer picks up their spare on lane 26. Nice ball from Whitmer for a strike on lane 28. Hunter now, lane 27. And another strike for Hunter. That's a back-to-back strikes for him. So a double up. Whitmer light into the pocket on lane 26. Leaves the 1-2-8, pickup of 7. Whitmer also light on lane 25, leaving the 1, 2, 4, and I think 8. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. Sorry. Garrett with a strike on lane 28. So that's a double for him. Andrew now, lane 28. That goes high, ends up splitting on him, leaves the 6-7. Spare pickup for Whitmer on lane 27. Whitmer picking up 7 down on lane 25. Leaves the 2-4-5. Andrew now, spare attempt. Misses outside, so an 8 count is what he gets in the 7th frame. Fox picks up, looks like 9 on lane 26. Whitmer with a nice ball for a strike on lane 27. Whitmer picks up their spare down on lane 25. Hunter now, lane 28. Nice ball, but the pin jumped right over the 4-pin. I'm sorry, the 7-pin. Fox picks up his spare. Garrett with another strike, now 3 in a row. Hunter picks up his spare, lane 28. Slade with a strike there in lane 26. Andrew back up on lane 27. That one's in the pocket for a strike. Whitmer gets 9 to fall in lane 28, leaving a 4-pin. Kendall Horner just picked up the 5-10 on the other set of lanes. Hunter with a 9 spare just a moment ago. Fox Taylor with a strike. All right, we'll switch back over to the girls' side. Avery up on lane 32. Brenna with a strike on lane 34. Avery's also a strike. Avery doubled up. Oh, I'm sorry, Brenna, I thought that was a strike. She left a 7-pin. Whitmer missed a spare attempt on lane 31. Spare attempt from Brenna, missed inside. Whitmer with a strike on lane 32. Spare attempt from Whitmer, picks up 1 on lane 33. Lily now, lane 31. Picks up the strike. Kendall also with a strike down on lane 34. Whitmer picks up 9 on lane 33. Airy up on lane 34. Picks up 9, taps the 10, but not enough to drop it. Avery Badenhop picks up 5, leaving the 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. Whitmer chops, picks up 1 out of 2 on lane 32 for a 9 count. Airy now, spare attempt. Oh, and it goes right by. So an open frame. Whitmer picks up their spare. Nine count for Whitmer on lane 32, leaving a 5-pin. Avery now, spare attempt, and she'll pick up a few more for a total of 8 in the 8th. Brenna comes in light, misses the head pin. Picks up 7, leaving the 1-3-6. Whitmer also light down on lane 34, leaving the 1-2-9. Whitmer picked up their spare on lane 32. 7 count for Whitmer on lane 31, leaving the 1-3-9. Brenna now, spare attempt, lane 33. Got it. Whitmer picking up their spare in lane 34. Open frame for Whitmer on lane 31. Lily now, lane 32 for Napoleon. Goes left of the head pin, picks up 9, leaves the 5 pin. Brenna now, lane 33. That one goes high, ends up picking up 8, leaves the 5-8. So Brenna will finish with a 192. Kendall up her 10th frame. Lily picked up her spare just a moment ago. Kendall starts out with 7, leaving the, looks like the 3-5-6. Whitmer picking up 8, it looks like, leaving the 4-7. Strike for Avery Badenhop on lane 32. 8 also for Whitmer on lane 31, leaving the 3-9.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I was like, cool.
Kendall up now, spare attempt. Picks up 2 out of the 3. So she finishes with a 183. Whitmer's 4th girl finished with a 126. Their 5th finished with a 140. Ariana Kiesling starting out with a strike. 10th frame. Lily Light with a strike on lane 31. Ariana Kiesling, 2nd ball, 10th frame. Gets another strike. So 189 for Garrett Hull. Ari finishes out with, I believe, 3 strikes in a row. Yep. For a 197. Fox Taylor finished with a 199. Avery Badenhop goes high, picks up 7 on her 1st ball. Lily Light finished with a 177. Andrew Gallagher finished with a 181. Avery Badenhop finished with 151. All right, switch over to the boys' camera for the last couple of balls. Hunter finishes with a strike on his last ball in the 10th, I believe, for a 217. And Slade has still got one ball left. Slade finishes with a 216. All right, so I've got 1,002 for Napoleon and 813 for Whitmer. So that swings the balance back the other way. So Napoleon is leading by 179 pins now. On the girls' side, 900 for the girls, 488. Oh, I'm sorry, we got one more score for Whitmer. All right, so girls lead by 416 pins. It was 900 to 646. Again, we'll get those scores confirmed here momentarily. All right, girls. Let's see. $197 Ariana Kiesling, $192 Brenna, $183 Kendall, $177 Lily, $151 Avery for a 900. Adds up to $1,757. $646 in game 2 for Whitmer. Adds up to 13. Oh, there must have been a scoring correction. All right, so 1346 for the Whitmer girls. All right, on the boys' side, 189 for Garrett, 217 for Hunter, 181 Andrew, 216 Slade, 199 Fox for 1,002. That adds up. 813 for Whitmer, 1723, 1902. So, all right, we're good through the individual games. See which lanes the girls choose to bowl the Bakers on, and then we'll adjust the camera just a little bit. All right, so it looks like they're going to bowl on the one down by the wall.
Is that game for 24?
All right, we got the scoreboards ready on the boys. Whitmer starts out with 6, leaving the 1, 5, 9, 10. Garrett Hull leads things off with a 9 count, leaving a 6-pin maybe? 3-pin, I'm sorry. Spare attempt for the boys. On Whitmer's side is unsuccessful, so a 6 count for them. Garrett picks up his spare. Whitmer girls start out with 9, leaving a 4-pin. We'll switch back and forth, but I'll announce both streams. Whitmer boys pick up 9, leaving a 2-pin. Lily gets things started out for the girls with a strike. A split for Oliver Franz, leaving the 5-10, I believe. I believe that's Oliver. Yep. Whitmer picks up the spare on the right lane. And a strike for Avery Badenhop down on the girls' side. So back-to-back strikes for the girls. Whitmer girls with another 9 count, leaving a 4-pin. Oliver now, spare attempt. Just missed it. It's an open in the second for Napoleon. Brenna Massey with 7, leaving the 3, 6, 9. Or I'm sorry, 3, 9, 10. Strike for Whitmer on the boys on the right lane. Slade up now for the boys on the Napoleon side. And a strike for Slade. Brenna picks up 2 out of 3. That's for the girls. Whitmer boys with another strike, so a double up for them. Christian Horner gets 9, can't get the 7 to drop. And Kendall Horner with a strike for the girls. Christian missed his spare attempt. Hunter Ehlers with a strike a moment ago. So we'll switch to the girls. Whitmer missed a spare attempt. Lily now up, frame number 6. And she gets a strike. 3 in a row for the Lady Cats. A strike for Garrett Hull on the boys' side. Whitmer boys got 9, left a 3-pin. Oliver up now for the boys. He goes high, leaves the 3, 6, 10. Avery comes in light, gets 8, leaves the 1, 2. Whitmer girls get 9. Oliver picks up 1, so an 8 count for him in the 7th. Avery Chops picks up 1 out of 2, so a 9 count in the 7th. Whitmer boys pick up 9, leaving a 4 pin on lane 28. Whitmer girls pick up their spares on the left lane. Slade McCorkle up now. Went left to the head pin, missed the head pin, leaves the 1-3-9. Brenna Massey with a strike for the Lady Cats. Ladies starting to copy the boys' strike cheer. And Slade Chops picks up 2 out of 3, so a 9 count in the 8th. And Kendall gets a little help, gets the 4 pin to drop, leaving just the 6-10. Whitmer with a strike on the boys' side. And a strike for the boys for Christian. Looks like it didn't count the 10 pin going down, but it did, so I'll have to get corrected, I'm assuming. 9 count for Whitmer boys. Kendall picked up her spare just a moment ago for the Lady Cats. Whitmer picks up a spare in the 10th. They'll get 1 more. Strike for the Lady Cats to start out the 10th frame. Hunter Ehlers gets 9 to start the 10th frame, leaving a 10 pin. Hunter picks up his spare. Whitmer girls get 9, leave a 7 pin. Ari up now, second ball, 10th frame. And it looks like another strike. Whitmer boys get 9 to finish the 10th frame. And they get 213. Hunter finishes with 9 in the 10th. And the Napoleon boys finish with 155. So that cuts the lead down to 58 pins. The Napoleon leads by. On the girls' side, girls end up with 181 in the first Baker game. Whitmer girls still finishing things off. I'm sorry, 211. I didn't see that Ari hadn't bowled her final ball. She ends up with 3 straight strikes in the 10th. So 211 for the Lady Cats. Boys going to have to dig deep here in these Baker games. Girls extend their lead out to 211 pin, or I'm sorry. Need to get Whitmer's girls score up there. And they're still bowling. All right, so we'll switch over to the boys. All right, so we'll switch back over to the boys while the Whitmer girls finish up. Whitmer starts out with 9, leaves a 6 pin. Garrett up, and he gets 9, leaves a 2 pin. Whitmer picks up their spare on the boys' side. Garrett now for Napoleon. Spare's crucial here. And he picks it up. Whitmer boys, 9 count, leaves a 6 pin. Whitmer girls pick up their spare in the 10th. They'll get one more. Slade McCorkle up now for Napoleon. And he gets unlucky, wobbles the 5 pin, but it won't go down. So he's left with a 5-10 split. Open from Whitmer boys, missed the 6 pin. Whitmer girls with their last ball is a strike. And they'll end up with 140. So Napoleon leads by 482 on the girls' side. I'm sorry, I'm looking at this wrong, so it doesn't seem right. Hang on. All right, a pair of opens, or I'm sorry, one open for Napoleon, and a split, the Greek Church for Fox. Andrew Gallagher, strike for him. All right, so Napoleon and the boys lost the first game by 10 pins, won the second game by 189, so they were of 179 pins going into the Bakers, and they just lost 58 pins of that lead, so they're leading by 121 pins right now. Alexa Miller with a strike on the girls' side just a moment ago. And Hunter with a strike, so a double up for Napoleon. Sarah Ford just split with a pickup of 7, leaving the 4-6-10. Whitmer girls pick up of 8 on the first ball in their second frame. Garrett with a strike, so 3 strikes in a row now for Napoleon. Whitmer boys pick up 9, leave a 7 pin. Sarah picks up 2 of the 3, so an open in the third for the Lady Cats. Spare attempt from Whitmer, picks up the 7 pin. Slade up now, 7th frame. That one goes high, pickup of 8, leaves the 3-6. Lady Cats got a strike in the 4th frame, not sure who bowled that one. Ariana Kiesling with 9 count, left the 10 pin. Slade something doesn't feel right. He stops and picks up the spare, does Whitmer. And Slade picks up his spare. Ariana Kiesling just missed her spare attempt a moment ago. Brings up Fox now. Whitmer boys just picked up 8, left the 6-10. And Fox gets a strike. Whitmer girls just split, left the 4-9. Strike for Macy Eicher for the Lady Cats. Andrew Gallagher now, frame number 9. Picks up 9, leaves the 10 pin. Alexa Miller goes high, leaves the 6-10, pickup of 8. Whitmer picks up 8, leaves the 3-6 on the boys' side. Andrew now, spare attempt. Got it. Alexa picked up her spare a moment ago. Whitmer boys pick up their spare in the 9th. And Hunter with a strike to start the 10th frame. Sarah with a 7 count, leaves the 1-3-10. Whitmer now, boys, 10th frame. Misses the head pin, leaves the 1-2-8. Hunter now, second ball, 10th frame. Gets 9, leaves the 10 pin. Sarah picks up, doesn't pick up anymore, so a 7 count in the 8th. Hunter picks up his spare. So boys will finish with spare for the Whitmer boys, 193 for Napoleon. All right, switch over to the girls while Whitmer boys finish up. Best Whitmer boys can do is 165. 9 count for Whitmer girls, leaving a 10 pin. Kendall picked up 9 on her first ball. Looks like a 6 pin left. And 155 is what Whitmer ends up with on the boys' side for game number 2, Baker game number 2. So Napoleon leads the match by 159 pins with 1 Baker game to go. Kendall missed her spare attempt. girls look like they pick up 7, leaving the 1-5-6. Ariana Kiesling with a strike to start the 10th frame. Whitmer girls, spare attempt, picks up 2 out of the 3. So an open in the 9th. Ari now, second ball, another strike. Whitmer girls pick up 9 in the 10th frame to start it. Open in the 10th, and Whitmer girls finish with a 92. Garrett Hull starts things out in the 3rd Baker game with a strike. Ariana now, last ball, 10th frame. And another strike. Jacob Danette with a strike. So 159 for the girls in the 2nd Baker game. So they lead by 549 pins now. Switch back to the boys. Andrew, no, this is Oliver. Oliver picks up 8, leads the 4-7. Whitmer picks up their spare in the 2nd frame. Avery Badenhop starts things off for the ladies, picks up 7, leaving the 1-2-4. Oliver now, spare attempt, and he chops. Open in the 3rd. And an 8 count for Whitmer, leaving the 2-5. Whitmer girls had a split on their first ball, and they pick up 9 total. Avery now, spare attempt, picks it up. Andrew picks up 9, can't get the 4-pin out. Whitmer picks up their spare on the boys' side. 8 count for Whitmer girls. Leave the 1-3. Andrew just missed his spare opportunity. Lily Light picks up 9, leaves a 10-pin. Spare for Lily. 7 count for, I believe that was Hunter. Leaves the 4-7-10. Nice attempt at it, picks up 2. Sarah picks up 8, leaves the 5-7 split. Whitmer with a strike in the 6th frame. Sarah picks up 1 out of 2, so a 9 count in the 3rd. Garrett picks up 5, leaves the 2-4-5, 7-8. Whitmer picks up 6. The 10 is wobbling, but it hasn't gone down yet. Leaving the 1-3-8-10. Garrett, nice pick up there for a spare. Whitmer girls pick up their spare. Brenna Massey picks up 9 for the Lady Cats. Leave a 6 pin. Whitmer converts 3 out of 4 for a 9 count. Jacob Danette now, right lane. And 9 count, leaves a 10 pin. Brenna misses her spare opportunity. Whitmer going left of the head pin, pick up 9. Whitmer girls just missed their spare opportunity in the 5th. Alexa Miller now gets all 10 for the strike in the 5th. All right, we're going to switch over to the girls to finish out. Whitmer boys just missed a spare opportunity in the 7th. Whitmer girls got 9, left a 5 pin. Oliver Franz picking up 9, leaving a 2 pin. Whitmer boys leaving, get 9, leave this the 10 pin. Was going to be like a 5-10. Whitmer girls missed their spare opportunity. Avery Badenhop now, spare attempt, picks it up. Oliver picks up his spare attempt. Whitmer misses theirs on the boys' side. So an open in the 8th frame for the Whitmer boys. Strike for the Whitmer girls. Lily now. That goes left of the head pin. She picks up, looks like 3. Strike for Andrew Gallagher in the 9th frame for the boys. Strike for Whitmer in the 9th as well. 9 count for the Whitmer girls, leaving a 3 pin a moment ago. Hunter Ehlers now, 10th frame. And a strike for the boys. Lily now, spare attempt. Picks it up. Whitmer boys start the 10th frame with a 5-7 split. Whitmer girls, spare attempt. Picks it up. 9 count for Hunter in the 10th frame, second ball. Leaves a 10 pin. We've got an issue with the lane over here on the girls' side. spare attempt for Whitmer is open, picks up 1. So they finish with a 138. Hunter picks up his spare. And Napoleon finished with 181 in the third Baker game. So Baker totals would be 155, 193, 181 for a total of 529 against Whitmer's 506. So I've got 24-31 to 22-29. Napoleon victorious by 202 pins. Sarah, spare attempt, picks it up. Got 8 on her first ball, converts to 3-9. Brenna Massey picks up 7, leaves the 3-5-6.
We were 16 going to the finals.
Whitmer girls pick up their spare. So they'll get 1 more in the 10th. Brenna, spare attempt, won't convert, so an open in the 9th. Sitting at 130 in the 9th. Whitmer girls finish with 129. Alexa with a strike to start the 10th. All right, confirming the boys' scores. I think I had the first Baker wrong. It's 213. 213, 150. Oh, on the wrong side. Whitmer, 213, 155, 138, 506. 529 for us, 24-31, yep, 202. Lexa with 9 on her second ball, left a 7 pin. And converts the spare. So Napoleon girls will end up with a Baker, the third Baker game of 150. So Baker games of 211, 159, 150. 520, it was a Baker total to 361. Add that to the individual games, I have 2277 to 1707. And Napoleon girls win by 570 pins. All right, I want to thank everybody for joining the live stream today. The next match will be next week on I think the 23rd against Defiance, if memory serves. And then a week later, Liberty Center, and that'll close out December. Keep an eye on the YouTube channel. All the matches will be posted there. And as always, go Wildcats.